This is the City of Odessa greenhouse. It's where all the magic happens. Right now we're full of our fall crop, which consists of the chrysanthemums that you see in bloom all around the greenhouse. And then in addition to that, we have several pansies growing and cabbage and kale that we will distribute all around town into our flower beds. On an average fall season, we have anywhere from 30 to 40,000 plants in this greenhouse, and we ship them in from various growers when they are about the size of your thumb, very immature plants, and grow them into the material that you see here. We do have a small seed program, mostly that we use here in the fall. It's set up right here in front of us, where this little contraption here serves as a leaf almost, or kind of your soil base. And so essentially what happens is you pot up your material and you place it under the misting system, and this represents your soil. And so as the soil dries out, it becomes lighter and it pops this leaf up. So that tells this misting system that our soil system is dry, and so we'll kick on the water, which will turn the water on and weigh this leaf down. And once this leaf is fully saturated, it's weighed down, and that turns this irrigation system off. And so it's kind of self-sufficient. We don't actually have to come over here and water these immature seeds every 5-10 minutes. It does it itself. And so from this point, we will, once these get a good root system on them, we'll move them up into your 10-inch pots or your 4-inch pots, depending on where we're going to put them and how big they'll grow and how quickly they'll do so. The greenhouse itself, it does the majority of this automated. So we have a control system here that controls all your fans, your heaters, your wet wall back here, and it'll kick it on just according to the current temperature in the greenhouse and what we have it set to maintain. As far as fertilization, we use injectors, which you'll see right here to your right. So essentially this takes concentrated fertilizer and it will inject it directly into our water system. That way we can water and fertilize at the same time. Our tables actually roll until they meet one another, and so this allows us to maximize the space that we have in the greenhouse. So rather than having an aisle on both sides, when you really only need to be on one side to reach both sides of the table with the irrigation, you can just roll this over. And so this allows us to add in, a lot more table space, but still be able to get in and out and access everything that we need to. Yeah, so our material is kind of well-rounded in that it doesn't just go into our park systems, our park locations, but we use it for special events, and we like to incorporate a lot of color downtown to promote more traffic down there and just a better overall experience. I don't know of any other cities in this region that have a greenhouse this size. I know some of them have small operations, but this is a fairly large operation, and it sustains all our parks and all our special events. I love this greenhouse. It's kind of a passion of mine. I went to school for this. I obtained my bachelor's degree in horticulture and landscape management, so this is what I love to do. I love to watch them grow and see them out in the parks and just see people's reactions. I mean, you'd be surprised at how many people drive by and yell out their windows saying thank you and expressing how beautiful the plants are. I mean, it makes a big difference in the community.